So I decided to break these videos up into maybe more easily digestible chunks, not just for your sake, but for my sake, because having to watch people talk about books and having to think about books and look at books more than I usually do, which is never, in the name of trying to pass this message on to you, has just gotten really bad. I've added another pair of glasses, and I've been carrying a video game with me at all times, which acts as sort of a protective amulet. It makes people not want to offer me books. It keeps books away from me generally. It's been working out. So here's the next installment.
So what book even fucking is this? Off to a terrible start. Is it a pop art rendition of the album cover for Metallica's Load? Maybe. We don't actually find out what this is until we're about maybe 6 pages in, and it is The Fucking Watchmen by Alan Moore. Right off the bat, I just want to say that I'm only even doing this review because it's upset me to the point where I feel like I just need to talk about it. Hopefully that'll just get it out of my system. I mean, you can probably tell by looking at my haggard appearance right now. I've gotten no sleep the last week practically. I've just been laying awake, clenched fists, and crying these wet, hot tears in frustration. And I don't know why I have to specify wet, but I honestly don't really ever cry, and I don't have a vocabulary developed for it. When people told me that I was going to have to buy a dictionary if I wanted to read Alan Moore, I did not think it would be so that I could better describe my tears, but here we are. You know, I could have been a total Alan Moore myself and written this review, but I didn't want to give you this boring wall of text. Instead, I've made a movie. That's where the future is, and that's what real people want. And this kind of leads into something I've argued relentlessly for some time now, and it's that books are archaic and they are inferior to film. And this right here is the perfect case study to describe this point. A main conceit of this is who watches The Watchmen, and that is correct. It's watches, not who reads The Watchmen. We've moved past reading, honestly, technologically. We don't ride around on horses and buggies anymore. We're not just complete fucking cave people. Except maybe Alan Moore. He has long hair and a giant, disgusting beard, like a cave person. And I'm also going to say that I'm damn glad I saw his movie first. Always see the film before the book if possible, because it's going to be a much better experience throughout. Motion pictures are just that. They are pictures in motion. They're energetic. This is stagnant. I have to read it myself. I have to do all the work. I have to use my imagination to picture what's happening in between the panels. It's really just a subpar experience all around. Half the time I'm trying to read it and I just hear the characters' voices in my own, which it's horrible. Right now I have this disgusting vocal fry going on because I'm trying to talk very loudly, and that's when you hear a character talk like that, it ruins the experience. It's a tiresome mess. I honestly don't know what Alan Moore was thinking by writing this. I'm glad Zack Snyder stepped in with his expertise and gave him guidance, because the screenplay that Alan Moore then wrote for the film was much better for it. This book is very brightly colored, childish even. They have this childlike hand-lettered text also. And I don't want to make you look at it, but I think that Alan Moore wrote this all out by hand. They make a font for that called Comic Sans. Use that, be a professional. Okay, so this might now be the greatest sin of all. And speaking of childish and underdeveloped compared to film, look at how Alan Moore drew Dr. Manhattan's dick. It looks like it belongs on one of those Love is Cherub Kids. He's supposed to be all-powerful. This is not an all-powerful dick. I want, an angry blue Popeye forearm, or a veiny pendulum. maybe that won't fly with the censors. Maybe you have to simplify it and show no detail. All out that. I don't know, then at least give us like a Gonzo Knows. This is like what they use to teach kids about the letter U on Sesame Street. I feel like the way he did it, it's like almost intentionally obtuse. It's like, I don't know, knitting your own sweater. Who does that in this day and age? Another example to compare and contrast this book with, the superior film is like, they would have like music notes in this and you'd be like, oh, okay, I guess this is a song. Whereas in the movie, you actually hear the song and it would be Leonard Cohen. But, I don't know, like a movie, you can never get a paper cut with that. Lucy, if you want pieces together in post, that's something you can do in film, by the way. You can't do that with this. If I want to do that with this, I'd have to like unglue it and rebind the pages. That's... No.
And today I'm going to be talking about Kurt Vonnegut's Sirens of Titan. Never did I imagine that Elon Musk would take this pseudonym. Really, this is a book where he wanted to document his wet dream where he made clones of himself. And their names went by Malachi Constant and Niles Rumfeld something rich man name. Pretty much the story really involves, Elon Musk, playing around with himself while getting angry at some Pringles chips on Mercury. Anyway, that's it. This book sucks, and it's pretty much just like masculinity and, our capitalistic society with some elements of sci-fi. But yeah, it sucks.